I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two guys who battled last year for the AFC Championship. It's Julian Edelman going up against Demaryius Thomas. With that, let's go out to Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's...
In the backfield is Anderson. He'll get the football here. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But that's exactly
2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And take it right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. And Tom Brady brings out the New England Patriots. This is a man, Charles, who's going to turn 40 on August 3rd. We know what just happened, another Super Bowl ring for him. But up around that age of 40, that's where we think quarterbacks...
I think he's got plenty left because, number one, he absolutely loves the game. And he's lost none of that zest. His workout regimen, his diet, all those things put it together. He's flexible, he takes hits, and he keeps moving. It's absolutely unbelievable. I think he can win another Super Bowl or 2 before he retires, and I can't believe I've actually said that. He shouldn't be able to do it. I just remember him telling me in November 2015, I just love the game, and I see no end for him.
And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. Precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Von Miller in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And yes, that is something Von Miller does very well. 13.5 sacks last year, 2nd in the league, and was right in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Again. And if he plays full seasons or nearly full seasons, he'll be in that running for the rest of his career. I love his ability to bend coming around the corner, and sometimes we don't talk about that enough. His ability to have the best leverage, get lower than the full speed, and wrapping his way around the corner and getting to the quarterback.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This from 54 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, where they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there.
And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering into deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Brady to throw on second down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Powers over
Just
it.
fed him his pads, didn't he?
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Gronkowski may have had to miss the Super Bowl with the injury, but he was active in that parade, and now he's back on the field. And I'll tell you what, something you mentioned to me is that he was a big cheerleader for his teammates. Never hung his head through the injury, celebrated with him all the way through the title.
We've seen superstars in the past. When their team does well without them, they're happy, but they recede into the background, right? They get out of the way because it does hurt them a little bit. They do have pride. They want to feel like, hey, without me, they may take a little bit of a step back. But with Gronk, you never saw that. You saw him with him every step of the way, cheering his team on, happy for their success. They went 11-0 without him in 2016, but I know this, they don't want to try it again.
No,
they want the big fella back.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And all...
On first down, it's Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Sanders, the former SMU product, had 79 catches last year, over 1,000 yards. 5 touchdowns. They're going to need more of him in Denver if they want to get back into the playoffs.
Part of a great tandem, he and Demaryius Thomas. And Demaryius plays out wide. He's one of those guys that you send him out there and let him work one-on-one and use his big body and his big frame to get open. Emmanuel Sanders, he has the ability to work inside as well. And he's not just quick, he's also fast, and he's dependable for a quarterback because a lot of the routes he runs are right in the sight line. Easy throws for a QB. And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get it.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. Here's Anderson. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And LeGarrette Blount just does not go down easy. You know, from my experience as a defensive back, this was a difficult guy to try and tackle. because of the force that he runs with, and he's not going to be daunted no matter it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, Brandon.
Well, what shocks me about last year, 18 touchdowns. I mean, the yards were pretty good, 1161. But when I think of New England, I don't think of a running back getting 18 touchdowns.
You know, that to me, it was the combo that made the 2016 season for him. Most yards in his career, most touchdowns in his career by far. And he's the type of guy that, hey, you want to give it to me inside the 5? He doesn't believe anyone's going to stop him.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Line up now for the two-point try. Go to one, try and pound it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion.
Very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it. A lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
And Deion Lewis, a fifth-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted, he ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They slot Gronkowski outright. 1 second down, here's Brady. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Brady now on first down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 36 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So they're going to go for 2.
Got his left. Got his left. 3 down, 3 down. Wait, 20. Check 93. 3 down. These 2.
Brady will look to throw for it. On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, it's Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Needing 4 yards. It's third down.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Again, Simeon. And down he goes. A sack. They sack it back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Set to line up as we resume action. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before break. Simeon. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Ebner. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Broncos trail right now, but with another half to play, there's time to turn it around. The Patriots came in prepared for this game, and it shows in the way they've played. All right, let's roll the highlights. Patriots with the ball late in the first. Hogan's able to get open here, and he caps off the 2-play drive with the score. They go up by 6. Patriots with the ball midway through the second. Lunt's going to spin away. He caps off the 7-play drive, and they score. The lead now at 11. Patriots have it at the 37. Edelman's wide open here on the catch, and this play goes for a score. Pats up now by 19. Broncos take over late in the second. Norwood's got the catch over the middle, and he'll be tackled at their own 44-yard line. So that'll bring out
To return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll...
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. A strong running. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time.
It's Ryan Allen now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And look at this, another fake. And some space here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old tends to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Brady now on first down. Dancing to his left. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Brady will look to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we can set up.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the gun on third, Simeon. It's a Patriots sack. Chris Long in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. On play action, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Amendola. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This is complete to guess who? Gronkowski again. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. Let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterback throw with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at the home of the Champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got it complete. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the 1st before he's tackled.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady would do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
You're right.
No one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Brady gives now the ball. Oh, he shifts past him. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run again with Blood. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
Now a carry for Blood. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close the
situational football, trying to gain a victory.
So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They'll run from the DeAndre, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is home.
And now we're at that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
But
one of our guys.
she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least
She's on like the 5th try.
Tie right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Wait, 20.
Here's Blunt. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. Pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. There he goes, Julian Edelman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Or is it empirical?
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landing.
One last throw here for Simeon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different...
Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.